Not long ago, a rather brave but
You need to help us. Sending you to a place. Get the brush.
The curious intruder once again entered my workshop, with one goal in mind: to find and retrieve my magic brush. Suddenly, the cosmos spread before him, a plane of imagination fueled by brush, paint, and thinner. With the brush in hand, Mickey saw that the very stars were waiting to come alive. They needed only paint to dance once more. Finding himself at home, Mickey should have felt safe. Looking at the brush, he wondered if thinner could help him find the truth behind his unease. Armed with the magic brush, what would Mickey do? Would he paint the world or thin it to nothingness? The choice was his.
Oh, hurry, boys! The place is crumbling!
Oswald, double jump to glide across that gap.
Oh, the castle's falling down! We have to go! Hurry up, you slowpokes!
Hortensia! Do you think she made it? Come on, we need to go around and look for her.
By Jove! I bet you two can get out of here by using that balcony. One of you should try tossing the up. Oh my! It looks like both gears need to be spun in order to open the door. This place is falling apart! Look there, Oswald. The machine holding your remote has sunk into that thinner.
I'll just use my arm to take care of this. Here it is. Now you'll see what I can really do, Mickey.
Look!
What are we waiting for? Don't you want to find Hortensia?
Ah, a generic pin. There's a pin trader in Mean Street North who get on either side of the turnstile, grab onto the handle, and walk forward to start turning it. That should move the lift up to the lab. Oswald, if we're ever going to get out of here, you'll have to use your remote to get these machines working again. try shocking the switch that's connected to the machine. Oswald, you need to hit both electrodes on the machine at the same time. This won't. Be careful. If you hit that... Oh, dear. If the machine gets power now, it's sure to overload.
This courtyard leads to the train station. Great! The path's blocked!
Spatters in the castle? They're not supposed to be here. Before we advance, we'll have to deal with them. To make them friendly, fire paint at an... Ah! A bit of cloth, eh? We should take this to the haberdasher and see what he can do with it. What is that creature? Is it a blotworks? Oswald, try using your remote electricity to stun that monstrosity. Once it's distracted, jump on the button on its head and see if you can get the blotling out of the cockpit.
Through that door is the train station. Let's go.
Oh, there you are! Come on, we need to get out of here!
Hortensia, how did you get here?
Well... You're not the only one who has adventures.
Isn't she the best?
Oh! Oh! They're getting worse! Oh! Wait! Are those fireworks? Oswald! I thought I told you to get rid of them!
I did. I meant to, but
Just a minute, you two. If Oswald were to shock those fireworks, they'd ignite, correct? So, if we moved them next to those rocks and lit them off, then just maybe...
Now entering
Gosh, Gus, I didn't think Main Street would be this... broken.
Well, it's gotten worse since the main quake. All the aftershocks have caused the thinner to come up, and the buildings to crumble even more. Gremlin Jamface will be overseeing repairs on the north side of Mean Street, and the underground is the only way over there. We found the entrance. Shall we enter the underground? Watch out for the drop wing, Mickey. Not only does it spit thinner, but it'll pick you up if once Oswald jumps in the air, he can glide across. And Mickey, if you jump and grab onto his feet, both of you can travel to the other side together. Look over there! It's a trapped gremlin! Let's head over and see what we can do.
Oh, thank you. I was So anyway, welcome to... We're Main Street now. First time's free since you busted me out. But I'll have to charge you next time. Fuel's pretty scarce since the quake. There you go. The balloons are working now if you need them.
Would you like to go to Mean Street North?
Mickey, it's good to see you again. Wait. You would not be here if Wasteland is not in peril.
Actually, we're here to fix the projectors. Do you know what happened to them?
Shh! Come closer. One would think the quake destroyed them. Yes? But the main projector substation in Rainbow Caverns went down before the quake.
Wait.
It is a strange thing, is it not? I do not know why.
The substation is in Rainbow Caverns, one of the first attractions built in Wasteland.
Oui, to reach it, you need to take the Dal engineering corridors.
We call them the DEC. If we take them over to Oztown and ask Prescott, he'll know how bad things are, and how to get to the caverns.
Well, if you are determined to talk to that Prescott, you can access the Main Street DEC through the construction site on the right side of the street. However, the way is closed because of the quake. Of course, there is another way down through the windmill, but it is in need of repair. I will be by the statue if you wish to help. Adieu.
We should speak with Jamface over by the Walt statue. Do be careful, Mickey. I believe this building is rather unstable.
You want to get to the entrance? The other entrance? Ha ha! You found... Oh, thank you, Miss. Now the windmill can be fixed, and you can drop to the DEC entrance below.
Mickey, the DEC entrance is on the... Do you wish to enter the DEC?
Hey, knock it off!
Mickey, TV sketches can be used to activate the charging stations around. Shall we enter the elevator to Oztown? How awful!
Just go and connect it on the last pipe, and then we can start draining the thinner.
Don't listen to that goof! My supercharger will get the job done with just one pump machine. Just bring a pump to the supercharger by the gag factory and use Oswald's electric beam to charge it. Careful, though. The effect won't last long, so make sure to put the pump on its base next to the pool before the charge goes away. The pump won't stay supercharged forever, you know. You have to connect it before the charge wears off.
Well, the thinner is lower, but the results are catastrophic. With the pool lowered, let's go talk to Prescott. I hope his mood has brightened a bit. Look! The pieces of Oswald's statue! They're being swept down along with the thinner. I wonder where they'll end up. Perhaps we can search for them when more of the thinner has been pumped out. That's an access port. A lot of machines in Wasteland use them now for easy access to their programming. In fact, I can modify Oswald's remote so he can reprogram these machines. There we go. To begin, Oswald needs only to fire electricity at the access point. Good. Now follow the instructions on the screen to calibrate Oswald's remote. Do you want to enter the DEC to Rainbow Falls? This elevator will take us up to Rainbow Falls, shall we? Look here, that's an inkwell, full of invisible ink. The invisible ink is slippery, so if you move too fast or double jump, it will slide right off. Goodness, there's something behind those falls. The ink is as hard as a lobster's shell, even thinner will slide off. Do be careful, however. The shell breaks apart as you move. If you're hit too many times, the shell will break apart, but at least it will give you time to catch your breath. Goodness, it's the projector substation. You see those falls? They power the machine. Head to the overlook by the falls and see if you can find the problem. It looks like the funnels that draw power from the falls aren't operating. See if you can use this device to get them running again.
Hey, what you doing up there?
We could ask you the same question, Small Pete.
Me? Well, see, I was working in here before the quake hit, and then the projectors went down. I've been trying to get them fixed ever since. Once they're fixed, I could finally get out of here. So I'm sitting here, trying to fix the machine, and you go and turn it on! Now, thanks to you guys, there's all sorts of problems. See those pipes? They all need to be taken care of. So get to it! The pipe behind the bed needs to be shut off. So figure out a way to get back there. That's the ticket! Maybe you two can be helpful after all. Who'd have thunk it? See there, Pallies. The machine is ready, so let's get it going!
Oswald, I'm on your frequency. There's wonderful news coming now. Hurry to my lab in the gulch and I'll tell you. Wait, what is that sound?
Oh, it sounds like he's in trouble. How do we get to his lab from here?
Well, that there projector should take you to Rainbow Caverns. From there, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over to the gulch.
Thanks, Small Pete. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Sure, don't worry about nothing here. You heroes just leave the cleanup for us regular tunes.
You've probably noticed that the projectors have been upgraded since your last visit. Spin the gear to determine how you want to travel through the film inside the projector. The signs will show which path you wish to travel. The paths hold different hidden treasures, so choose wisely. projector leads to the angel side of Rainbow Caverns. Shall we? This projector leads to the angel side of Rainbow Caverns.
I'm all over it.
The Devil and Angel Caverns, one of the first attractions built in Wasteland. The caverns themselves weren't built by Oswald, and we don't know how they were formed. They should lead us directly to Disney Gulch. In order to reach the other side, it looks like both you and beneath those statues live the Seven Sisters, spirits who watch over the citizens of Wasteland. Maybe they can help us reach the other side. Shall we visit Disney Gulch? Shall we visit Disney Gulch?
Gosh, what is this place?
Well, after you beat the plot, the thinner seas went away and left all this junk behind.
You see it falling out of the sky every now and then. Some of it we can use, but most of it just sits here forgotten.
Okay, but what's that?
Oswald, Mickey, come to my lab. You can use the train to get here. But remember that the train won't run without the battery spheres. Please hurry!
Oh, it looks like that spatter is keeping the battery sphere in place. We should retrieve the sphere for the train, but he's too far away for your brush. However, he's not too far for a guardian. The guardian pool should be able to attract one. This small guardian pool is in a paint state, but the guardians are trapped. I know. Thinning those toon cacti should release the guardians. The more objects you thin, the more a thinner guardian will be attracted to you. And I do believe painting in toon will do it as well. We could leave, but there is room for more spheres. We might want to retrieve the others. The Mad Doctor obviously created them for a reason. Head to the train engine when you're ready to leave. You attracted a guardian. To launch guardians at nearby enemies, use the controller like so. Are you ready to leave? bridge is working again. What a marvelous piece of technology. If we had more spheres, we could restore power to the rest of the bridge. Goodness gracious! Would you look at that? It appears to be another entrance to the Mad Doctor's lab. Do you wish to enter the projector to the Mad Doctor's lab? Do you wish to enter the projector to the Mad Doctor's lab?
Wow! Look at this place. Mad Doc doesn't do anything small, does he?
No, I guess he doesn't. So where is he anyway?
Hey, what's happening? Look out! Doc, your animatronic part.
If we head over to Mean Street North again, we'll find the projector to Bog Easy.
Hey there, Fred. You see, one of the Hey, wait. Maybe you... Oh, and if you can, help me out at the other stations in Adventureland, Oztown, and Bog Easy, too. Thanks.
Welcome. What's that?
You're looking for a well? So, what can I interest you in today? A pleasure.
That's a sketch. Ah, yes. I remember how to use those. The watch makes time move as slow as molasses. Shall we be off? Shall we head into Bog Easy? Shall we head into Bog Easy?
Bog Easy, huh? Whew, this place looks different from how I remember it.
Hello, my friends. I have bad news. My beetleworks have been hacked. Someone turned them against us, my friends. Watch your backs.
Ah! Aide-moi! Oh, these things are after me!
Could it be Prescott? We need to find him and get to the truth.
Ha! Looks like a trapdoor into the shanty. We could, but those beetleworks will continue to cause havoc. Shouldn't we do something?
Hey, Mickey, these beetleworks are crazy. Can I have some help over here? I was just minding my own business after the quake, and then all of a sudden, bam! It was crazy. Beetleworks everywhere.
Look at all of them. Let's deal with that Beetleworks replicator quickly. My word, that looks dangerous. Mickey, it's the old boathouse. I know that I wouldn't be too happy if you left me to those beetleworks.
Hey there, boss! Come on over.
Hey, look, there's Ian. He's going through that wall. It must lead to Blot Alley. But how on earth do we pass through? Oh dear, it's another Beetleworks replicator. We need to get through that wall. Wait a minute. The Beetleworks can help us. We just need to reprogram them. Or we could try and destroy the wall. Search the area and see what you can find. Shall we head into the gloom of Blot Alley? Would you like to enter the projector?
Well, you see, after the...
See, make sure you deal with him before he decides to chime your arrival.
Then I saw... Oh dear, I will find some way... What do you think you're doing?
That we should be more careful. Ian might get upset if we keep causing a ruckus. What a marvelous contraption! Shock the gate, and the key will rotate in the correct direction. Then drag the key over to the gate, and voila!
What was that?
One of the spatters noticed. I don't think that's such a good idea. The bell. Please be ready. See those producers, Vicky? If you wake them up, they'll explode. So try to move slowly when approaching.
Come on, fellas. I can't let you through unless you're both standing in front of me. Gotta keep those blotlings out of this area. Hurry it up! You know, boy, we're done here, and if we cross paths again, you better hope I'm in a better mood.
Aha! Club 13. Shall we announce ourselves by ringing the doorbell?
Well, look what we got here.
Petronic? Last time I saw you, you were constructing beetleworks for the Mad Doctor.
Yeah, well, Big Bad Pete asked me to help out with the club. They need energy since the quake broke the generator, see? So, here I am.
Say, maybe you can help us out too. We're looking for Prescott.
No way Prescott made it into the club, not on my watch. He just kept going round back to the train tunnel entrance. I tried talking to him once, and he mentioned some egghead projects over in the old float yard. Anyways, if you take the train tunnels to the old fort in the gulch, that should take you to the float yard's entrance. You'll have to find the entrance on your own, though, 'cause Ian was the only fella who knew about it. And I heard you ain't on his holiday list no more. Course all that stuff's in the gulch. Right now, you ain't getting the train tunnel doors open without my help.
So, will you help us?
Well, okay. I'm bored to tears since I took up this post anyhow. I'll head inside and meet you round back. From there, I'll charge up the generator for the door. And look at all this! Now we're cooking! Tumbling torpedoes, what are those things? Are they the blotworks the Mad Doc was babbling on about? Oh man, those things are all kinds of ugly. And look at that, they're heading right for us. I don't think they want you to leave, Mickey. Distract him while I get this open.
Here I come to the rescue!
There we go. Ha! She's running like a dream. So, how's about helping me deal with the rest of them blotworks before you go? Do that, and I'll have something for you.
Petronic's safe back there. We gotta find Prescott. Come on.
The way is open to the train tunnels, shall we? Would you like to enter the projector? It seems the train tunnels were damaged in the quake. I hope the dioramas are still traversable. You know, Mickey, these depict your greatest battles during your last visit to Wasteland.
Gee, where are we?
It's the entrance to the train dioramas. Prescott built it after the thinner receded, to celebrate your victories against the evil minions of the blot.
Oh, welcome, friends. I'm the automatic branch engineer, or Abe. Sort of a... Sorry, I can't... Oh...
Looks like the quake did considerable damage to the dioramas, and now the whole system's unstable. We can either repair or take the damaged areas of each diorama offline. It would be nice to see these running again, wouldn't it?
Let's go see what Prescott was doing down here.
Yes, sirree! Oh, I can feel the place improving by the minute. Good. Oh, now that's the ticket. The power levels are doing just fine. Now that wasn't very nice. Try not to break the next one. Boy, am I glad you came by. I'm feeling better already.
The door to the next diorama is opening.
What are you doing?
Thanks a lot, fellas. Say, you know what? I have some footage here that you just might want to check out. I think it'll help.
Look at that. There are markings on a wall in the back right corner of the room. We should check it out.
Well, next diorama is based on the...
Look up there in the rafters. I wonder if you could fix anything from that vantage point.
Oh, yes, sirree. That's better. Oh, looks like we're at about 30% repaired now. Good work, fellas. Oh, now that's the ticket. The power levels are doing just fine. Oh, good going, fellas. Now I can turn on the power to the exit and the security system. Whoa, now. Oh, that's 2 tons of ugly right there. I need to lock down the transport tube so he doesn't get into the other dioramas.
Looks like a tougher version of the plotworks we encountered earlier. Let's deal with it quickly.
Oh, now that's better. Yes, sir. Let me get this for you here. There you go. The exit's all ready.
Well done. Shall we move on?
Well, gee, I found this old footage while I was searching through my database.
There are more storage areas in the next diorama. I wonder what Prescott is using them for. We need to be on the lookout for a way into those rooms.
Would you? Oh, but say, the blot diorama still needs some repairs. You best be careful in there. Okay, fellas?
When you first faced the blot, you used the towers to launch fireworks at it, correct? Mickey, these look like the fireworks control towers you used to defeat the blot the last time you were in Wasteland. It appears you need to line them up again. Dear me, it looks like the fireworks on the towers have shifted out of position. Try lining them up again. First faced the blot, you used the towers to launch fireworks at it, correct?
Well, that's just swell. I'm feeling better already. And look, you can head on out now, too.
Well done. Shall we move on?
Oh, now that's the ticket. Oh, feeling just like my old self again. Now, if you need anything, just ask.
Can you tell us what Prescott was doing down here?
You know, Prescott created me back in the day. Anyway, I suppose he must have been building something big and important because, well, he came and grabbed a bunch of parts. When I asked him, he said,
Trust me, Abe. It's for the greater good. I'm going to a place where I'll be appreciated. Soon they'll all remember the name Prescott.
And, well, that's all I know. Oh, say, there is something else I can do for you, though. I have a reward over there. If you want it, come on by anytime. 'Cause I'll be here, good as new. Thanks a lot, fellas, and good luck.
Would you like to enter the projector to Fort Wasteland? like to enter the projector to Fort Wasteland?
I told you two to stay away from the spatters. What do those poor little guys ever do to you?
Oh, have you forgotten the damage they did in Adventureland already? They're a blight on Wasteland.
Besides that, no one has seen this fort in years. It's a historical treasure.
Exactly. An archaeological site that belongs to all Toons.
So what? They found it first? Stay out of the fort! I made it!
This looks like the hand of a clock. I wonder what it's used for.
I'm here. Let's go.
I never knew how resourceful blotlings could be. Do you suppose they had help? This looks like the hand of a clock. I wonder what it's used for.
Let's fly, Oswald. Hot dog.
You'd think there'd be some spatters around here.
What was that? What are you doing? Huh?
Hey, knock him off, Mickey.
Ah, yes. It looks like it will take both of you to get this contraption running. Once it's activated, we should be able to head to the float yard. Egats, that's not good. Someone must have tampered with the machine. Goodness, it's a slobber! We better act quickly. Go for the mouth when it tries to suck us in.
Your friend and... Hey, say, they even wanted you to have this costume. I don't know why. Don't supposing it'd fit you.
What a charming flower costume. Let's take it back to Clarabelle. I believe this projector goes to the float yard. I wonder what Prescott is doing there. Would you like to travel to the float yard?
Who's there? If it isn't the snooping duo. And is that Gus with you as well? This is just perfect. My talents were wasted in the gag factory. Wasted by you, Gus. But now, here, among these discarded relics, my genius can finally be seen by the world.
We have to hurry, Mickey, before Prescott gets away again. What has Prescott done to the float yard?
What are you doing?
I can't hold these open forever, Mickey. All these contraptions. How long has Prescott been working here?
So, you've made it this far. I'm impressed, but you're too late. Follow me, but only if you dare.
We need to follow him. Let's try and find some way into that float. Well done. That seems to have gotten some of these old float pieces moving again. Look around that house for a way inside. Search high and low. If you want to make your way up to that window, you're going to have to do it inside. That pesky eye slammed the door in our face. The door to that pesky eye slammed the door in our faces. Do you see that panel? Oswald, get to work. The door to that float is open. How do we get past that all-seeing eye? Aha! And at the top of the float, drop the fireworks. Igniting the fireworks? Oh, well, it looks like that did it. Let's get in there and find Prescott. Do you want to enter the projector to Prescott's arena? Do you want to enter the projector to Prescott's arena?
What is this place?
Prescott, stop these games this instant. Why did you sabotage the projectors?
Why? I can do whatever I want, that's why! My brilliance was wasted at the gag factory. You wouldn't even listen to my plan to upgrade the projectors. With the brush, no one will ever look down their noses at me again. Behold, my
I'm gonna need a bigger brush.
There's no escape!
Why are you running?
Thin out the monster's armor and finish this.
Come closer. I just want to say hello.
Quick, knock back the cannonball! Quick, knock back the cannonball! His armor is made of toon! That's his weakness, Mickey! Quickly, thin out the monster's armor and finish this!
Come closer. I just want to say hello. Why are you running?
There's no escape!
Quick, knock back the cannonball!
Well, he didn't need that either. He'll still smash you flat. Come closer. I just want to say hello.
There's no escape!
Knock back the cannonball!
Come closer. I just want to say hello.
Oh, Prescott. We may have put an end to Prescott's scheming, but that doesn't mean Wasteland is safe. We need to make our way to Adventureland and uncover what he was hiding. Hey there, Mickey. Shall we be off? Let's head into the wilds of Adventureland. What do you say? Let's head into the wilds of Adventureland. What do you say?
Mickey! Oswald!
My word, that looks dangerous.
Do this?
Well, well, too bad. Works a little so scram, Runts. Now that's more. And don't you go messing with the crane neither. We're using it to make spider holes. Besides that, it's dangerous.
It's working again. Ghost Ian will be quite pleased to hear about this. What's that mysterious door all about? Think we can get it open?
What was that?
This projector isn't part of the main network. I wonder where it goes. Shall we see? Would you like to enter the projector? Autotopia! I don't understand. How did it even survive? Oh, this used to be my favorite place to visit. And now look at it. But how could this be? No one's been here since the Thinner disaster.
Well, it looks like somebody's been here. Oh, there's Guardian stuck over there. Why would anybody trap him like that? Come on! We need to release them!
It's more than that. I think those things are pumping the Guardians out of the ground. I don't like the look of that. What is it? Some kind of security device?
If it is, we could try taking out those panels on the side. Or maybe we can plug up those vents.
Right. Let's go see what this place is.
Look at these old parts. I say, maybe we can use them to plug up those vents. That pressure plate exposed an access port. Quickly now, Oswald. The Guardian siphon is, how do you say, kaput? And look at that! The explosion shut off the thinner curtain. Let's venture further into this forgotten land. These pipeworks should be the way forward, but you two will have to work together to activate them. You did it!
Okay, I'm ready!
It's another one of those Guardian pump things. Let's take care of it, Mickey.
Hot dog!
Yeah! Another one down! Well, what next?
Wait. Let's go.
Let's fly, Oswald!
Okay, let's get going. Guess that's the last of them. Let's get back to the control tower. Wait, there's a cave. Could be a shortcut.
Here we go!
Another of those pipeworks, eh? Working together should allow us to figure it out.
Okay, the machine's down. Time to get those Guardians out. The Guardians are free, and they're restoring everything. Hey, look up there. It's a
Autotopia. I used to come here and watch the races every week. I wonder if the old cars still run.
This leads to the Mad Doctor's old attic? How odd. Well, shall we?
Welcome, boys and girls, to the wonderful world of evil. Today I have a tragic tale for you. You know I fell into the gulch and planned to take revenge on Wasteland. Yes, take revenge. That's what I plan to do. I needed an army, so I created Bloodworks. Bloodworks, part Beetleworks, part Spatter. But they were unpredictable and had to be cast out. I had to start again with that entire matter. My toon parts were interfering with my animatronics. That's bad right from the start. I needed a way to become a toon again because I was falling apart. After the break, there's lots of fun in store. We'll talk
Remember,
about my plans
this goes to the Mad Doctor's old attic. Shall we head there?
Doctor's wonderful world of
How odd. This is the Mad Doctor's old attic. But why is it connected to Autotopia? My goodness, it's Gremlin Jamface. He's trapped in there.
My friends, I need your help. The control mechanisms for this cage are tied to those Beetleworks replicators. But be careful! Destroying the replicators might damage the control machines beyond all hope! Oh, there must be another way to shut them down!
We need to free Jamface. Let's take care of those replicators. You restored power to those systems. I wonder what they were being used for. imperative that we deal with that last replicator. Look everywhere.
We shouldn't talk here. Meet me by the vault door and we shall see what secrets are to be uncovered. What happened? I think that big There we go! Now, go find out what is happening to our beloved Wasteland.
Would you like to enter the projector?
Hang on, Hortensia! We're on our way!
I just can't believe that attraction hid this monster the whole time.
Wait until the eye opens, Mickey, and then spray it!
Shock the hand, Oswald! That'll stun it!
Crush you like bug is what I'll do!
I think you made it angry! Keep attacking!
It's charging up! Let's get it!
Don't let it grab you!
Welcome, Mickey! Now I will crush you and the not-so-lucky rabbit!
Oh, the floor's spinning!
Oswald, use your electricity to slow the spinning! Look out! The hand is charging! Don't let it grab you!
Oh, pesky mouse! Stand still while I crush you!
Well done! The machine is malfunctioning!
You have defeated my claw, but that was only the beginning! It is time to show you my whole plan!
I'm back and better than ever. You look, Mickey! It's one of those Guardian siphons.
But how do we free him?
Don't know, but...
Crush you like bug is what I'll do!
One more, come on! Let's take out those masks!
Those masks must be tied into the control mechanism.
I will find what lies beyond this petty little world!
You can't beat us both, Doc! Give it up!
done about those masks?
Why do you fight? Just give me the brush and it will all be good.
Use your electricity to slow the spinning!